Okay. So when we come to talking about biotech now, there's this big understanding in the medical field right now, in the holistic field of the importance of the autonomic nervous system. But to a point that in the US has not been discovered to that level that they're talking about it in Europe right now.
Absolutely.
And now what happens is that, like, when we use the BioWell, we can measure people's biofield, we can measure their fluctuations. And, when people they have perfect biofield, they have, great chakras, then, they usually have a very healthy life. They don't have much issues going on. But as soon as their chakras will start to go out of balance and they start to have these shootouts that comes into their biofield, then that starts to have, like, they're kind of like heading down the wrong path and they're starting to like accumulate toxins. Their emotions are not, in the accordance with their reality. So then that starts to put a lot of resistance and, toll on their system. Now, the way that the new science is talking about is that if we don't do anything when we have these overactivities and we have these toxins that are building up, what happens is that they lead into medically unexplained symptoms, which is called MUS. And these could be from migraine headaches to not being able to sleep at night to be like, groggy during the day, not really being able to have
Yeah, fatigue.
focus.
Yeah.
And you have like 90% of the population now that are dealing with these symptoms, that they can't
Mm-hmm.
have focus, they don't have energy, they don't sleep
Brain
right.
fog. Yeah, 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 me. Uh-huh, I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally. Yeah.
a lot of
We're,
us.
we're
And then
functionally handicapped. We are functionally handicapped, literally. Yeah.
exactly. And when that starts to happen, that's when our systems are starting to go kind of like get degraded and go kind of like the wrong direction. Instead of going towards health and wellness, we're now going towards aging. Okay. So now the story is, okay, how do we measure this? How do we help people to get away from this decline in their health to actually improve their health and go towards the journey of wellness, right? So then that becomes a few technologies that we have to understand their system from a physiology point of view to be able to help them more. So the information that we see on the BioWell, if they're shown in the medically unexplained symptoms and we don't do anything about that, then that leads into creation of low-level chronic inflammation in the body, which is usually some gastrointestinal issues that people start to have, indigestion. They start to have like, sensitivity to different types of food.
Yeah, and we have to go to the, we call it, like I had that at that time. We have to like they said, like IBS, the irritable bowel syndrome. Oh my
Exactly.
God, yes, I had to go to the bathroom every few seconds, and they said, "Oh, you have IBS." They just put labels on me.
Exactly. But now, why do we get there? That's the discussions that we have today, and how do we correct it for people?
Stress,
Okay.
yeah, high levels
So
of stress.
then, yes, after having the, medically unexplained symptoms, then it leads into something like IBS, that now like you're physically actually experiencing difficulties. You have pain in your stomach, you can't sleep, you can't digest food,
Extreme fatigue. Yeah.
extreme fatigue. So then that's when the physical body now is getting degraded. Okay. Now, the way to turn the system back is that by working with the autonomic nervous system
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
to bring in the autonomic nervous system back into its regulation
Yeah, from the fight and flight mode to the rest and
to
yeah,
rest and
rest mode. Yeah,
relaxation.
yeah.
Exactly. So now, how do we do that? Now, there is a lot of ways that, they want to do injections, put chemicals in your body, have you take pills and like do all of that. So your body becomes dependent on a lot of different factors. But the way that holistically we can do it is by using the breath. And this is an ancient teaching in India that we
Mhm.
know we talk about the pranayama, that how
Mhm.
the science of breath, how we can use breath to regulate our autonomic nervous system. Because when we're
Mhm.
breathing in, it's like we're pressing on gas, and when you're exhaling, it's like we're pressing on brake.
Mhm.
So as long as we're doing this the right way, that we're pressing on gas and pressing on brake, then our system can function and go forward without issues.
Mhm.
But if you put too much on gas and too little on brake, then we're going way too fast, and it's like we're aging too quickly, right? So then
Mhm.
that's the game we got to teach people of how they
Mhm.
actually balance their nervous system.
Mhm.
So there are some tools out in the market. We have some HRV devices. HeartMath has done a lot of work to be able to, like, use your breath and how to work. But they are very limited in the information that they give us from a clinical aspect, from the
Mhm.
clinical point of view.
Mhm.
because the information they give us, for example, is about the HRV and it's about like the
Mm,
different aspects of the, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic system. But we can't get any information about, for example, the intracellular water, extracellular water, and the level of inflammation in the body.
mm,
Which the intracellular and extracellular water in the cells, they will give us a lot of information whether if somebody has inflammation in their bodies or not. Because if
mhm,
they have inflammation, is usually the water inside of the cells are being expelled out outside of the
mhm,
cell. That's
mhm,
when people get bloated,
mhm,
have inflammation.
mhm. Yeah.
So now what we got to do is we got to push that extra water back into the cells. So the cells will
Mhm,
actually accept the water, and then the
mhm,
body will go back into its normal function. So
mhm,
nobody has a system that can measure intracellular water, extracellular water, and the level of the low-level chronic inflammation in the body. Biotech now, the PPG is the only technology in the world that can give us that information. Okay. And that is extremely powerful because if we know somebody has low-level chronic inflammation, then we know that the information that we see on BioWell has already manifested to their physical system. Okay. Now we need to start working with their physical body to bring it back to balance. So some people, they just, just recently have gone out of their regulation. Maybe they're younger, they're just introduced to maybe a very high stress job or something that they're just falling off. Now, if somebody's just recently falling off, just by respiratory biofeedback, we can easily bring them back. And we have these sensors that we can sell to our practitioners in order to take it home. And then every time we can actually assign them like three breath work sessions during the day. We can assign specific times of the day. And if they don't do them, then we will get a message to our system that they didn't accomplish their task. And if they do it, then we get the report of exactly like what was their progress now, how is their system getting fluctuated. So that becomes a very beautiful coaching system
Very
that
good feedback.
now using their own breath and the feedback that we're getting from their sensors, we can create them a very powerful way to help them when to burn the cortisol, because the game is to understand when they have high levels of cortisol in their body, that's
Mhm,
when they're stuck in a sympathetic mode in a
mhm,
fight and flight.
mhm,
And then we want to like burn that cortisol so it doesn't damage their bones and their muscles, but we can use it as energy to
mhm,
spend that and to regulate the system. And the
mhm,
way we do that is by high interval, high intensity workout.
mhm,
That if every morning, because during the mornings is when usually when people wake up, that's when all the like the sugar and everything in their system is starts to spike, and then the cortisol production spikes.
so, yeah.
So now if we have it way in the morning, that's usually between like 9 or like 7 to like 10 a.m. If we can do some sort of a high interval workout, then we can burn that cortisol and don't let it actually damage our system, but use it in a positive way. And then once we continue doing this, then the body will come back into that rhythm that we bring the cortisol down instead of just being like high, 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 stressing the system down. Now we're pressing it down and the person becomes like relaxed, right? And that's what we want to do to maintain that relaxation for them so it sticks into their system so that they're automatically learning with themselves of how to regulate their autonomic nervous system. So that's the PPG. That's what the PPG is
Mhm,
going to bring for you, an entire coaching business that you can teach people how to breathe. And then by looking at the way they breathe, you can actually study that to see like if they're breathing too fast, then using the software, we can actually tell if they're burning fats, if they're burning carbohydrates, if they're burning
mhm.
muscle, if they're burning their bones.
Oh my God. Okay. And what was the thing that you said, that this will break all the blockages, that part?
So the PPG is the first system to regulate the autonomic nervous system. And
Mm-hmm.
then once they're in a relaxed mode, then we can use
Mm-hmm.
the other technologies to actually go in and actually zap it and actually make the corrections. That's the
Oh,
Regmatex.
oh,
And I'm going to share my screen with you so we can go through the.
sorry. Is the PPG different from the Regmatex?
Yeah, the PPG is the one we just talked about, the respiratory biofeedback.
Do I have that?
You don't have that one yet, but you're going to have
Okay.
it soon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is the PPG.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you go to the technologies that we have, you already got your BioWell. This is the
Okay.
PPG. This is your next step to get the
Okay. Next step.
PPG,
Okay.
and then I would highly recommend it to get it with the Regmatex.
Okay.
Regmatex now is a pharmacy that
Okay.
has after 44 million people that they tested, they have
Uh-huh.
measured exactly like a woman that is in their 40s and what is the level of charge of the bioimpedance information, for example, of her liver or of her kidneys.
Uh-huh.
Then the Regmatex has all that information in there. So when
Uh-huh.
the PPG measures the information of the body, it actually talks to the Regmatex and tells the Regmatex, hey, I want you to run this stuff on this person.
Oh.
Then the Regmatex has there are these connectors, as you see. There's two wristbands that connects to the wrist, and there are
Uh-huh.
two electrodes that connects to the earlobes.
Okay.
So then we go and choose exactly on what we see on BioWell of okay, for example, liver, kidneys, thyroid, and then we run like a 30-minute program. So
Okay.
then the Regmatex, while we're connecting them to the PPG, when they're doing their respiratory biofeedback, the monitor is showing them, okay, inhale, hold, exhale, and it's like helping them to regulate their autonomic nervous system. At the same
Mm-hmm.
time, the Regmatex is start to send those signals in and it start
Okay.
to affect the system.
Oh.
So together with the BioWell, they become a super house of looking at where the issue is, regulating their nervous system so the body can actually accept the new information, and then using the Regmatex to send the information in.
So what does the regmatex send? Is it the photons? What does it usually send?
So it's a electrodermal biofeedback. So the sensors that sit on the wrist, they're measuring the energy from the wrist as it's going through different systems. And then the electrodes that sit on the ear, they're using electromagnetic pulses into the acupuncture points in the ear in order to make the corrections in the system.
Oh, so it's electromagnetic pulses that breaks the blockages.
Yes. But then
Okay.
in a very measured and controlled way.
Okay.
Because, for example, imagine like in a house, imagine like we have a water pipe that's blocked.
Mhm.
Now, when we call like a plumber to come and like open the block, then they usually like they send these like wires or something in to like go the right length to hit that, and then once it opens it, like they don't want to keep on going forward. They may damage like the pipes or things like that, right? So it's very important to be able to measure to see how much pressure we need to send to release the blockage and when it's enough that we should stop. And that's what happens with the wristbands and with the ear. From the ear is sending information in. From the wristbands is measuring to see is it enough? Is the channel open now? As soon as the wrist sees that the channel is open, then it will tell the system and it will stop sending the signals from the ear into that pathway. So very, very advanced system that is working together with the PPG.
Um, okay. Yesterday I had a big revelation. Can I share it with you?
Of course.
You saw my BioWell report, right?
Hmm.
And you showed me my hypothalamus, right? You saw it yourself, right? Um, it's functioning at half the capacity, and
Hmm.
the whole time. I mean, now I know when I saw and everything that you told me, like the inflammation, the toxin. I mean, it just it confirmed everything that I have been trying to convince everyone so far that I have this, but no, this is just chemical reaction. This is chemical reaction. You don't have anything, but it confirmed everything that I always believed that was happening inside my body. And the Bible just confirmed everything that I believed that was happening, and and I did. After my delivery, I did self-diagnosed myself because yeah, I'm a physician. It doesn't matter if you don't give me residency, you can't take away my knowledge, right? So I
Exactly.
so I went into Sheehan syndrome. My pituitary was completely fired. I did not. I After 2 months, I stopped producing milk. I could not even feed my daughter, and I was completely like, yeah, I mean, completely fired. I could feel like I was not secreting any hormones. And when you showed me my hypothalamus, I'm like, oh my god, it's functioning at a half. I can sense now why. When I told you, like my shower was a 5-step process. I met someone, the one that bought the Bible for you, that couple. She told me she's a third-degree cancer survivor. And she said, even on chemotherapy, I was not like you. And I'm
Wow.
telling you, this chronic disease that we are suffering, that people are labeling us as fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, it is worse than cancer now. That, we are taking so many billions, and we are literally taking, they can afford to be, probably a lot of us can afford to be, on disability and afford to lay on bed. Could not. I'm a single mom, and I can't. I have to look after my baby. So I had to get up and work. The doctor
Yeah.
said, "Sorry, sweetheart, you just have to get used to it. Learn, just pick up a support group, and this is your life from now." I'm like, I'm too young.
Crazy.
I cannot, and I was going
Crazy.
downward. I was bedridden. But that was what they told me. They have, this is your life. I'm like, no, it's not. But when you showed me the hypothalamus pituitary, I'm like, oh my God, this explains everything. I have been functioning at half my capacity. So this explains everything. And yesterday, it suddenly I had a revolution that all my symptoms, I was on like 18 to 19 medications, and 9 of them were for sleep alone, are all because of the hypothalamus pituitary axis. Now I'm kind of correlating my medical knowledge with the holistic. Okay. So I'm trying to integrate both them, are
Hmm.
all related to the hypothalamus pituitary axis dysfunction. That what you are saying, I'm trying to correlate with that. And in my, just, I'm, as a PhD candidate, I'm trying to ask you this: will this be a good topic for dissertation if I can use my biotech and your technologies as a research to prove, this is what I want to prove, that all our problems that we are facing in
I
this
just got
chronic.
chills. I got chills all over my body. Oof.
Yes. So I was saying, all this depression and all these things that comes with us in this are not, so far we have to look at this as a tree, and the conventional medicines are only been, looking at the branches and the leaves. But if we can correct only the hypothalamus pituitary axis, we will be able to correct all the symptoms that comes with it. For us, it was insomnia, it was fatigue, it was depression, it was stress, it was IBS, everything, cortisol, because hypothalamus is the command center, okay? And the pituitary is the master gland. So when the command center and the master gland is fired up, of course, all the other hormones don't know what to do. They are going to just do whatever they want to do. And when we correct the master gland and the command center, then they will be regulating, like you said, with the breath, okay? But all the other hormones, right? And once the master gland and the command center is corrected, then we don't need to put them on antidepressants or anything. Everything else will be corrected. So that's what I want to prove, that all the symptoms that are with these with these chronic diseases, they can all be corrected by correcting the hypothalamus pituitary axis alone.
And with the regmatics, we measure the HPA axis.
Yes, and that is what I want to. I want to use your BioWell and the other one, the respiratory and the Regmatex, all three in my research to prove that it is possible. And I also want to use a supplement. The hypothalamus pituitary. They have supplement on Amazon, and I read the reviews too.
So I can
They,
actually, Biotech now has its own series of supplements for
oh, they
activating
do. Okay,
different
okay.
systems.
Oh,
And
great.
these are
Yeah.
Italian-made supplements, and they're not just like a regular supplement. They actually charge them with negative energy so that
Oh,
they have a
great.
negative net charge. And that way it's going to
Great.
speed up the whole activation process.
Great. If you have anything that, if you have the hypothalamus pituitary extract, I don't know if you have that, I
I'm
would
going to
like to
speak
use
to
that.
Dr. Gianluca, our medical director. He's the one that's been using all of these systems in his clinic for the last
I
6 years.
will send you something that I need. Because I found something on Amazon which they are doing very well, and I need that exact compound. They have the exact catalyst also, which I'm like, my God, yeah, they did the right thing. So I would need that exact catalyst also, which works with the, that helps the enzyme, that helps with the, with the catalyzation with that. And together with that supplement, we can speed up the process, and I can guarantee you, like it was in my prediction that I'm going to change the world, but I'm like, no, I will not. And but yesterday, I'm like, no, Suddenly
You
I had the
will.
revelation.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's huge. That
I
would be an
will
amazing dissertation. And we can help you. We can support you through the whole process.
do
I
you
had a
think
meeting with Dr. Paul on the last day that I was there after the conference. I met with him and his wife. They invited me to lunch with them, and he wants me to help our the students that are going to a quantum university to help them with the dissertations.
do you
So
think it's a good topic? But do you think, or it's all in my head?
no, I love it. I think it's amazing. And I told Dr. Paul, I introduced him to biotech now. He's very interested as far as research and dissertation for the university because he wants to raise the level of the university so that they can work with very high level technologies for research. So then, yeah, they would love that research if you do
Do
it.
you
And
think
then
do you think
I can
do you think
help you
it
to
will be a
even
good
publish
topic?
it. Yeah, we can even publish it, help you publish it to
Oh
different
my God,
areas.
you'll help me? You'll help me? Will this be a good topic? You'll help me? Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Please. And yeah. I mean, I would like to use the people who have been all discarded by the medical system. Who have like not given like last hope. Those
Mhm.
people I would like to use in my research. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and I would like to use them, and I would use all the data, and I'm sure, and I'm telling you, it is not, like I told you, I talked to my spirit guides, right? And yesterday at 3 o'clock they woke me up with this download. I'm like, I'm like, really? And when it comes from them, it is not it
No,
is
and
a
that's
truth.
huge. We talk a lot about the HPA axis and how to measure the HPA axis and how to regulate it. So, like, you have all the tools, but I don't think anybody has done that research. So, that would be an amazing research.
And I think it was now, right? I told you, like my pain was a blessing. I told you, and I know what I can do it because I am the one who has suffered for now. It's 17 years with this disease, and I
Yeah,
know what it is. And I would first like to use it on me,
of
to of
course.
course, and then help others who have been on this journey.
Absolutely. Yeah, that'd be powerful. And I'll
And
help you in any other way that we can with the research. Like, there's different ways that we can even collect more data. So the
okay,
two that I mentioned to you, that's how you can use it for that kind of a research to be a part of that.
okay,
But
okay,
now let's say while you're doing the research, you want to
uh-huh,
understand that like how is the body composition is changing.
uh-huh. Yes,
So
yes, yes, yes. Mhm.
all the devices that are in this states right now that they measure body composition, they're very minimal. They're very like surface level technologies. They can only
Yeah,
measure like bone. They can measure the fat mass and
you're right.
the muscle
Mhm.
mass.
Mm,
They don't give you too much information. The
no.
ones that we have here, that these are
Yeah.
research body composition systems, they actually measure the level of C protein levels in your system. We can measure the level of cortisol in your system. We can measure
Oh,
the level of all different elements in the body,
you
just like a
can? So
blood
I
draw.
don't have to send them for lab test?
No, just like a
Oh my,
blood draw in under
how did
six
you guys
seconds.
do it? How did you guys do it? I mean, I looked at BioWell, I'm like, oh my God, this is like genius level. How did you
Yeah,
guys do it?
biotech now, I mean, you got to meet the company. They're a
Yeah,
biomedical research company that, I mean, they are all working with the universities, hospitals, like they're very,
it's
very high
genius.
level.
It's genius. So you
So,
can
and
actually measure
then
all the level of hormones?
yeah, you can measure most of them and then see exactly what area you want to do more research. And then you only do the lab work on that. So you don't have to go spend money on doing like all different types of lab works. You can just do it with the BIA,
So I can do the HPI and the cortisol if I want?
with the BIA right there.
Oh my
Shows
God.
you the levels of the percentage of inflammation in the body and has a 97% accuracy with the DEXA scan.
Oh my
It's not
God.
invasive. So you can do it as long as you like. With the DEXA scan, we can only do that once a year and it's very invasive.
Yes.
So that's why, a lot of researchers, like this is a dream come true for them to use the BIA because then they can just in 6 seconds, they lay you down, you put the four electrodes, you can measure the entire composition of the system and how the research is changing the composition.
I want to start as soon as possible. I mean, I know this says, you have to wait until 75%, but I want to start
No,
my
I
research.
did. I started right away. That's why
Yeah,
when I
I
got
want
to
to
the
start.
end, my dissertation was already done. They just gave
Yeah,
it to
I
me
mean,
because Dr. Tara was a part of all the research I was doing.
I know. Since I already have the topic, I mean, I want to start. I want, as soon as
And then
possible.
as one of the early adapter students at Quantum, then you can become one of our educators with this
Yes,
because we're going to be
yes,
teaching this to all the Quantum University
yeah,
students. And
yeah.
then we need help. We need like, educators that are going to help us to walk people through it.
Yeah, yeah,
So the opportunities are endless with this.
absolutely. Yeah.
And then besides body composition, now let's say when we're doing the research, we want to understand how we're influencing the brain.
Oh my God. Yes. Mhm.
So that's when we have the HEG. The HEG
Oh,
is like a almost like a EEG, the encephaloelectrograph, but it's a
okay.
hemoelectroencephalograph. So
Okay.
what it does, it measures blood flow in the brain, in different hemispheres
Okay.
of the brain.
Okay.
So we can just put the two lasers on the prefrontal cortex and then doing the
Uh-huh.
research. Like usually when people are under a lot of stress and
Mm-hmm.
their bodies are starting to shut down, they don't have much blood flow that gets to the
No,
front of their brain. Because
no.
when they're in a stress and fight and flight,
Mm-hmm.
all the blood flows in
Mm-hmm.
the back of the brain to only give them access to our like primary functions of fight and flight, just to run away. So then, a lot of people, because they're so stressed, they start to lose the function of their brain, and their brain
Yeah.
can even handle to operate their system and to give them order. That's when the
And
HPA axis starts to fall into a problem.
ask me, my God, brain fog. I would just sit in front of the in front of the stoplight, and I'm like, oh, the light is green. What am I supposed to do exactly?
Exactly,
It's
because all the
that
blood is
bad.
in the back of the head. You're not getting like enough energy there to want to make commands, and it's just like people get stuck.
And imagine having to function full time with that capacity.
So now with the HEG, not only we can measure it,
Mm-hmm.
but using different types of neurofeedback software, like games, to their app,
Uh-huh.
send it to their apps at home when they send them the remote system. Then
Mm-hmm.
through games, through strip scans and strip testing, we can actually help them to activate and bring blood flow to the prefrontal cortex.
Oh my God, this is so amazing. You are a godsend, Dr. Nima. I cannot tell you. You're
I
a
mean, yeah,
godsend. Yeah.
once we see the power of what we can do with this and the level of like non-invasive way and easy way of working with people, like that's why I'm like so excited about
Oh
introducing the
my God.
system
Yeah,
to
this
the
this
whole.
is going to change the world. I'm telling you, we are going to change the world. My God, you guys are doing such amazing work. I cannot tell you.
And
This is going to change the world. My God.
this is like it's a revolution. It's a
This is a
revolution the way we're going to look at
revolution.
health.
This is a movement. This is a revolution. This is an absolute revolution. And you are a pioneer. I mean, oh my God, for you just bringing it to the US, I'm getting chills. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, it's a lot of work, a lot of studyings, but I'm like, we need this. Like, we have to have
You
this. This is going to
you
be
were meant to
so
do it.
powerful of helping so many people.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, I'm willing to put the work and really like, buckling down and getting out of my comfort zone because, with BioWell, I was in my comfort zone. Like that was easy for me. But now I have to get into the whole new new waters of, okay, how do we actually make sense of everything, not just looking at the energy body? And that's a big mission. And the last device that we have that you would really, really love is the Tomex. The Tomex is pretty much all in one system.
Oh.
So that has sensors that sits on the head, has sensors that sits around the neck, around the hands, around the torso, around the legs, and it will send frequency, will measure to see where there are blockages, and then
Oh
automatically corrects it and opens it.
oh my God.
So that's like a all-in-one system that you just sit there, get like 30-minute sessions a day, and that just opens up your entire system and works with your entire body. Tells you exactly where there's inflammation in the body, and then it helps to correct it.
Oh my God. So this is like all in one, right?
Yeah, the Atomics is the all-in-one. That's the most expensive device that we have. Like the PPGs is around 9,000.
Uh-huh.
And we have different like, leasing programs. There's ways that we can
Uh-huh.
make it affordable for you.
Uh-huh.
Regmatex, this one, because it has all the frequency and the library of
Mhm.
everything, this is a little bit more expensive. I think it's around like 14, 15,000. And then the BIA is right around there. The Tomix is about 18,000.
Okay.
That's the most
So,
expensive one.
but for the research, I would need the full access, right? The to be able to um, do it with the people. So I will probably need the all in one, right?
So for research, like the BIA would be awesome to measure the body composition so that as you're doing before and afters, now you can do body
Mhm.
composition analysis and see exactly what changed in the physical body. That would be huge for the research. The HEG would be a good recommendation if you want to measure to see how you're influencing blood flow in the brain. So these are like different ways I'm introducing to you to see like in what level of research do you want to do. You could just do it with the PPG and the Regmatis and the BioWell.
to do the correction too because I want to show that the correction also like okay, yeah, this helps, but then how do we correct it? So yeah, we
So
have the that we have the that not, we are not only showing the that okay, we have we have found the the reason, but we also have the correction methods with us. So yeah.
so the corrections, the regmatics helps to correct, and the tomics. Those two are the treatment devices.
So
The
what is the
rest of them.
difference between the regmatics and the tomics?
So the regmatics is more individualized. Like we can go select different systems, like different brain waves. If I want to activate alpha or theta brainwave, I can go and select that brainwave and like individually work on the system. I can go look at a specific regulations and then like using the BioWell data, pick special systems to only run it on those. Like and then it could be just like a 5 minute session. But with the
Um,
tomics, you're just like it's like you're bombarding the entire system. You're not going and picking and choosing and focusing on individual areas. You're influencing the entire body at the same time.
yeah,
So
that's what
it
I
takes
need.
longer, but for people that have like severe issues, they need
Yeah, yeah.
physiotherapy and things like that, then the Tomics becomes a lot more
Yeah,
powerful
that's
device.
what we are. I want to target. People that have been totally, like discarded by the medical system. I want to go like extreme. Where conventional medicine has given up because we are going to face a lot of resistance. So where conventional medicine has given up, so extreme. Where people because right now I review medical records, right? I see so many where there are no treatment except they're only on pain medications, opioids. So I want to target those people, where they are zombies. They are on, literally functionally disabled and only on opioids, extreme pain where they cannot survive without opioids.
Mhm.
So that's the extreme cases.
So the Regmatex, that was a clinical research on pain and inflammation.
Mhm.
The Regmatex is the one that is like very powerful to use with the PPG.
Mhm.
That was a clinical research that was done already. It's published that they did it with 2,000 people. 99.5% had that dramatic reduction in pain and inflammation.
Okay. With Tomax also, can we have that? So the whole inflammation and pain reduction?
Of course, of course. I
Okay.
mean, these are all different ways that you can influence the system. I just want you to know exactly like what device is created for what,
Okay.
so then you can methodically like see what's needed for you to work with that.
Okay. Oh my God. This every one of them is so good. If I had the money, I would buy all of them.
And I can like that's why we have to. Yeah, that's why I made a partnership with a marketing, a financing company, so then they can make it very affordable for you. Like you can have all of these, and your payments would be like $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
But then like one client that we see, we sell them a 6 session package because that's the research that was done, and that's like a $2,000 package. So then if you just get one customer per month, then you would be able to make $1,000 and then use $1,000 to pay for the devices.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I mean, no. Yeah. I mean, I want to do it. Yes. I mean, there is no way out. Yeah. This is my calling.
So
I
what I will
have
do
to.
is I'll create an invoice for you with all the devices, and then I will put you in touch with our financing company.
But you also told me that you have this, this thing, do I need to come uh, to this, meet?
I would highly recommend it because I'm bringing Dr. Gianluca Bianco from Italy. I'm bringing him to the States for the conference that he's going to be teaching about how to use all of these devices and give you all the protocols and everything. And we're going to have continued education on our platform. There's going to be a lot of meetings, but that would be an awesome opportunity for you to come in person. And the price of the ticket of the event would go towards the purchase of your devices. So and then you come and do the training for free.
Oh, yeah. The price of the tickets, I was like, oh my God, it's $1,000. And then I have to purchase on it. This will be just too much.
So the $1,000 and will go towards it would be a credit towards the purchase of the
Oh,
biotech
oh, okay.
devices when you come to the event.
Oh, okay. If I come to the event, then the $1,000 will go towards the purchase. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we
Oh,
want to make
okay.
sure you have a good opportunity to learn.
Oh, okay. And it will be a credit towards the purchase. Okay.
And if you can complete all the devices by the event, I can actually set up a private meeting with you and Dr. Gianluca to
Yeah.
do a private coaching for you to like teach you exactly like one-on-one of how to use all of these in practice and for your research.
Oh, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Okay. Okay, I'll come then.
Okay. So I will send you the invoice with information to our the financing team, and I will give you the $1,000 discount for the coming to the event. But
Okay.
I'll send you a ticket because we gotta reserve your spot at the
Okay.
event.
Okay, yes,
We
please.
have limited seatings for our workshop. So is that something that you can complete right now? And then we can use that towards a credit towards the purchase of
Okay.
the devices.
Okay.
Okay, so let me bring that up. If you have a card ready, then we can just charge the 999 and get your ticket there.
Okay, sure. Yes. So right after this, is this a, what is it? Is it a conference or a seminar? What is it?
It's a conference. It's our annual
Okay.
conference. We do it once a year, and we have 2 days of speaking events that you're going to have access to. You're going to have access to a full exhibition hall of 40 exhibitors, and on last day on Monday, we have 4 different workshops. One is going to be on BioWell, one is going to be on Biopulsar, one on Biotechna, and then one of them is going to be business training to teach you like the systems that we've created for you to be able to like run a successful business.
Okay.
So you will
All
love it.
right.
I mean, the information that's going to be shared there, you're going to love. And I want
Um,
to see how I can work with you on peptides. That's something that came to me that I'm supposed to talk to you about. So
yeah, please.
yeah, I want to have that conversation with you because we're creating a research on peptides right now. And
Okay.
with
Yeah,
your
please.
medical background, I feel like that would be a good conversation to have.
Yeah, please. In whatever ways I can help, I would be, more than willing to help.
But
And
yeah, focus. I mean, I want you to focus on biotech now because we're just starting this. We own the entire US market. We are the exclusive distributors for the technology, and we're going to need a lot of help. So, with your
and
background, medical background, and understanding how to work with these, I mean, you can help us with education, support a lot along the way with that.
I have a lot of knowledge. It's not just the medical background. I have my medical background. I have done my master's in public health
And
here.
you are in quantum as well. So, I mean, I know that's why I'm like, you are like perfect for this position.
Yeah,
Devika, what's your phone number?
yeah, and my major was in maternal and child health. So, like my daughter, she makes fun of me. Mama, you have so many degrees, but you are nobody. I'm like, wait, my time will come.
There you go. There you go. Just investing on your knowledge right now.
Yeah, right now I'm just accumulating knowledge. So yeah, please use me. I'm just harboring so much untapped potential. Nobody's using me.
Oh, we'll use you. Don't worry. We need a lot of help.
So yeah, just use me. I mean, in whatever ways I can, please use me. I have too much untapped knowledge.
We got you. Devika, what's the best phone number for you?
2540.
2540. Okay, I just sent you the receipts to your phone and your email.
Okay.
So that should be good for your conference.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna send you an email with the deduction of the 999 that you just made for the purchase of the devices. And then I'll put you in touch with our marketing team. So then there's going to be a landing page I'll send you. Um, I wonder, let me see if I can send that to you right now so you could take a look at it. Because they're not gonna pull a like a hard credit check on you. It's only a soft check, so it doesn't influence your credit score.
Okay.
So then you can just kind of like go fill out to see like the how much you want to spend on the devices. It give you like a monthly rate, and then you can fill out some information, and we'll give you an actual like a monthly quote, and then we can take it.
Okay. So right now, what am I buying?
So right now, if you can start with the PPG and the Regmatex, I feel like that would be a good start for us to start kind of like training with you and make you very comfortable with this.
So
And
I'm not buying the other one, the full body.
if you can afford it, I will put them all together for you, but it's gonna come around like 70,000, and then we can
No,
like
not
finance.
together. I was wondering, can I have the just the regmet, like the full body, or do I have to start with the smaller ones?
So you can start with whatever you like. I wanted to give you the information of what they are and how you can use it. So the way that I have seen it for inflammation and for pain is the combination of these two. You have to regulate the autonomic nervous system, and then to get rid of the blockages using the combination.
So this one doesn't do the other one for the inflammation, the full body?
The Tomex, that one
Uh-huh.
does as well, but that
Uh-huh.
one is like because for the research, like you want to see, okay, if I show this on BioWell and I come and I hit them and I can resolve them. We can still do the same thing with the Regmatex, I mean with the Tomex
Because I
also.
have the BioWell, right? So the BioWell will show the inflammation and so I want on an equipment that will show all the what we are encountering, right? There's an inflammation and there is this and there is that, and then a device that will correct everything.
Okay. So now do you want to be able to choose on what areas you want to focus on, or do you want a system
Whole
that
body,
automatically
the whole body. The hypothalamus pituitary, like I said, it's the master gland and that's the command center, right? So when that gets fired, it affects your all whole body. And so this chronic disease, chronic fatigue, and the fibromyalgia that had that, it's whole body. Like you say, autonomic nervous system. You're always it puts you on a survival mode. So you're
Okay.
literally in overdrive, 24/7. And then what happens is you can only be on overdrive for so long. Your body,
So
your
now,
body, yeah, then you're
see,
just
when you're on overdrive and your sympathetic system is activated, your body is not in a receptive mode to want to accept like frequencies, to want to like release blockages or release toxins. So that's what we
oh
have to do first. We have to
oh
regulate your autonomic nervous system because you're
okay.
under so much stress right now. If you don't do that and we just come and send frequencies to
Oh,
your
got it,
body is
got
not
it,
going to resonate with it.
got it, got it, got it.
So you could choose. You can either do the PPG with the Regmatex or do
Mm-hmm.
the PPG with the Tomex. Either one would work for you, but I would highly recommend for you to use the PPG with them
PPG,
and
okay,
regulate the autonomic nervous system. Otherwise,
okay,
it's not going to stick.
okay, good. So PPG is a must. And how much is the Regmatex?
So let me bring up the website here. If we go to Gaia Healers,
So PPG is a must, right?
yeah, PPG is a must because you
Mm-hmm.
have to I mean, that is the biggest
Autonomic,
signs
yeah,
right
the bread,
now that
the
people
bread,
are
yeah,
falling in all to those issues because the autonomic nervous system is out of balance first, and then
mm-hmm.
all this stuff happens.
Yeah,
So then if you want to fix it and actually have it
yeah,
stay, we need
yeah,
to rebalance the autonomic nervous system
yeah,
first before we can
absolutely.
address the issues.
Yeah, yes, I totally agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now if we come to the collections here, we have all of the devices here as the ends controlled by a techno. So the PPG is 9,999. The Regmatix is 15,999. The Tomix is 18,999.
So I think I will get the PPG and the Tomex then.
Okay, great choice. And with the Tomix, I'll show you there's ways that if you don't want to do the whole body, you can just put the sensors for the head and the neck. And like, for example, only run this section or only connect the head and the torso and only run that section. So there's a lot of different ways that you can work with that as well. So,
I might
and
not be able to purchase it all together, but since I'm starting, then maybe I can, once I finish the, paying for the PPG, then I can, start purchasing. But since I'm starting my dissertation, like we can, like it is okay, right? Like we can, start with the
absolutely,
research with this, and then, the treatment modalities can follow, right?
absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So which one do you want to start with? I mean, I highly
But
recommend to start with the PPG. So
yeah,
yeah, really
PPG.
get
Yeah.
that, master that
Mhm.
with the BioWell, and then we move you towards other systems.
The toad, the what was the other one? The 18,001?
Tomex.
Comics, yes.
Yeah.
Comics.
And
The
then
full
once you come to the events, I mean, you're going to learn so much from Dr. John Luca and from the conversations. Then you can really make your decision then. But the PPG is a part of every solution that we have because that's like the big science that we need to
Mhm.
regulate the autonomic nervous system using these, and this is the control that we can send
Mm.
at home, or you can use
Mhm.
it yourself even when you're traveling. You just put it on your
Yeah.
finger, with your phone, and then start to regulate yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So do you need financing for that, or is that something that you can like put it on a card?
How much is that? How much is that for?
It's 9,999. You get 999 discount, so it's
Yes,
9,000.
I'm a single mom and I live in California.
No
I
worries.
pay I pay $3,000 for a one bedroom apartment. Sorry, I'm very poor.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, you're
Yes,
the research that you're doing, the education that you're doing, once you get these, you're going to be helping so many people. So the abundance will come.
I
Now,
hope
two
so.
options for you. I have an option that you can do it through PayPal without paying any interest fee for 6 months.
Yes, yes. Uh-huh.
And then we have an option with the other company that if you can't get a PayPal approval, then we can put it you with the other finance company, but they charge you a finance fee, a small finance fee on it.
Yeah, I will try with PayPal.
So there is a link here at the bottom of this page. I'm going to send you this link right
Okay.
here. So if you go here, see, these are all the devices. And see, actually, we still haven't changed the prices on here. See, the price is 8,999.
Oh, okay.
So if you go through there and you complete it right now, then I will have to say I have to sell it to you at that price because
Okay. Okay.
this was their old price. We haven't added the $1,000 to the price yet. So
Yeah.
you can go and just
Thank
complete
you.
that one. I'm going to
Yeah.
send you the link here.
Okay.
You can put it in the chat for you.
Okay. Let me do it right now. And you will help me start because I don't know, I don't even know how to start. I mean, I have the topic, but I wouldn't know how to start.
Yes, we have the education trainings. We have the whole shebang that we're just putting together right now. So yes, we're going to have a lot of training and support with the devices. I put the
No, I
link for
mean
you in the chat.
my dissertation, right? You will help me with my dissertation, right?
Yes, that's the conversation that I have with Dr. Paul. And the conversation was to help you guys to with the dissertation so that you guys could get these devices to help with your dissertation. So then our help will come with the purchase of the device.
Yes.